represents a symbol of common influence. It's been given a color since 1999, forecasting the tone of everyone will be wary, wanting, and consuming in the months ahead. Okay, next up, one-on-one with the head of the FDA embassies, Ann Thompson, sitting down with the commissioner just as the CDC rising prepares to vote on a possible change to hepatitis B vaccine recommendations for children. Here's a portion of it.
The word administration speaks a lot about gold standard science. What is gold standard science? It's science itself. Science means that you can question everything. We spoke about listening to the science. Today, in CDC's vaccine committee is considering changing the scale. And yet we have everybody's experience that says that giving any one dose of vaccine dramatically reduces the cases of it's practically eliminated. Why, as a doctor, what do you think about that? Why take a second look?
Because it's a nuanced topic. So if a mom is Hep B positive or has an unknown Hep B status,
I'm just up for real. I ain't on nothing for real. I'm just up. I'm just not starting this drink, but I've been reading it for real. I've been picking it up every day and reading something out of it. Every day. Been reading it every day. Been reading it every day. Literally. I've been reading every day. Every day. I ain't skipped a day yet. I ain't skipped a day yet. I've been reading every day. I haven't skipped a day. I might pick it up and, you know what I'm saying, read a chapter, read a paragraph and put it down throughout my day and cleaning, whatever the case may be. If I get irritated, if I get the desire to go smoke or whatever, if I get the desire to do something I know I shouldn't be doing, I literally pick this up and I read something. I get irritated, like I really, it's so crazy because like ever since I've been baptized, I promise you I haven't stopped reading. I haven't. And when I tell you my reading ain't the best, it's not the best. Like my reading is not the best. I'm still learning. Like my childhood wasn't the best. My growing up wasn't the best. So my reading still is not the best. But when I tell you, I try every day. I pick it up and I read something. And if I don't know what the word is that I'm looking at that particular moment, I'll literally I'll type it in to my phone and I'll look it up and I'll get it in my head and I'll go from there. But I'm not like, and I know that they had a bad rap. They did. It was a bad rap, racism, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't stop me from wanting to pursue this as my religion, as where where I go to church every Sunday, where I pay my tithes and offering, because it's just something about it. It makes me want to learn more. Like, so I'm gonna bring this culture into my culture, and you accept it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? What time is it? It is. Hold on, that's not right at all. That's not right at all. That clock up there says 6, but I know it ain't no 6. It's 2:48 where I'm at. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, like I'm not stopping. It's 2 a.m. No, it's about to be 3 a.m. where I'm at. But I'm in Pennsylvania. Where you at? Where y'all chat? Where y'all at right now? How you doing? How you doing? But dang, vote no, LD, no. That's, you know what I'm saying. And the more I learn, the more I read, the more I'm gonna bring it to my chat. Okay, Ohio. Okay, 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 okay. I appreciate y'all, hanging in there. And everybody saying no. Everybody saying no. And I understand how y'all feel because I felt the same way at first. Because I started off, I just want to learn. I just want to get my own, I want to get my own feel of it for myself. Like I tell everybody, I grew up in a regular church. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in church my entire life. I grew up reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I did. I'm not gonna say I didn't. I grew up in church, singing in choirs, being in plays, momming, and all. Like I grew up in the regular traditional church. But this is just something that I wanted to. This is the journey that I wanted to take. Like this is the spiritual journey that I wanted for me. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like my grandma, like I said, she wanted me to get baptized in her church. She wanted me to, you know what I'm saying, grow my faith there. But instead, I chose to venture off and do my own thing and find God my own way. And I feel like this is the book that this is the book I want to read. And I will say, they use the Bible for this. Like people have. I'm sorry, excuse me. People say all type of stuff about it. I just started, like I said, I've just literally like I'm still on Nephi. Like people send me chapters, you know what I'm saying, to read in different books, but I'm starting from the beginning and working my way through it. Like I said, I'm on Nephi, chapter 4 right now, chapter 5 right now maybe. But I read a little bit every day, and I just sit on what I read and I try to go back to it and read it. And I like to just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just working my way through it and just learning and going as I go. Like I said, I just got baptized Sunday, and since I've been baptized, I feel great. Like I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying, I don't have the desire to smoke weed or have a cigarette here and there or drink or sex or anything like that. I'm not saying I don't have the desire to do it. But I know when I do get the idea when I think it, I pick this up and, you know what I'm saying, my mind goes somewhere else versus getting to the idea to do something and then actually acting upon it. I act differently. I think about it and then I pick this up. I read a couple scriptures, and I put it down and I go about my day. Like I said, I got this one here. I got this one here. I got this one Sunday when I got baptized. I had this one from the missionary. So I had two of these that when I started talking to the missionaries, they gave them to me. Um, it was regular life. You know what I'm saying? I'm a father of five. Um, I got three of them that live with me. But it was just I smoked weed all the time. I was smoking cigarettes all the time. I was just what I'm saying, always just drinking beer and this and that and talking to the sisters. It just like it kind of helped me put that stuff down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking to them every day. Monday through Saturday, they coming over and we talking. Or if I'm out and about, they'll come to me and we'll sit down and have our little hour meeting, whatever the case may be. And that just took away from me smoking a cigarette or smoking a blunt or you know what I'm saying, having that beer or whatever the case may be. And it's just like the more I turned to this, the more I just felt just peaceful. And it's like I said, I was going to regular churches, but it wasn't doing it for me like this was. And yeah, Latter-day Saint church is a lot different than the church I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? There's no drums, there's no keyboard, there's no choir, there's no none of that. It's just, we sing out of a book and we sing like, I'm still getting used to it. I am. I'm still getting used to it, but it's something that I want to get used to, something that I want to do, something that I feel like is good for me and mom. You know what I'm saying? I want to give my kids a good example. And I can do that anywhere. I don't have to do it in church. I don't have to do it, you know what I'm saying, here at this church. But I feel like this church is where I want to be. And it just makes me want to be a better person. So I enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? And I understand how people feel. I'm not sure what that is. I understand that this is just another testament of God's creation. This is just another witness of God's plan. This is so basically like before I started talking to them, I just thought that it was just heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? I thought that God, it was meant for Adam and Eve to eat the fruit, for them to not eat the fruit, and we were supposed to just be, you know what I'm saying? My thought was, if Adam and Eve wouldn't have ate the fruit, that we would have, all of us would have still been on this earth, but we would have just had no knowledge of wrong or bad, good or bad, not happy or sad. There wouldn't have been none of that stuff. But that's not the case. If Adam and Eve wouldn't have ate the fruit, we wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying? The world that we know of wouldn't be here right now. Like, don't be fooled. I can't nobody fool me. I know about all of that. I know about how at one point they thought that our skin was a curse. I know how black men couldn't get the priesthood for a while. I know all of this stuff. Now, like I said, I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. But like I said, I'm still learning. And like I said, the more that I learn, the more that I'm gonna bring here and I'm gonna discuss it. Because I still have my questions. I still have, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna let that deter me from something that I wanted to do. Because of black skin, because of this, because it says something about black skin was a curse because of the mark of Cain. It's a lot. I can't really go into details of it because I don't know word for word, but I do know that it was because it was like our skin was darker and like the mark of Cain was a curse, and our skin being the color it was a curse, but that's not the case. And it's like this, right? Everybody has a bad history. Everybody had, you know what I'm saying, something wrong in their history. You know what I'm saying? It's not there's bad people all over. I'm willing to learn anything. You know what I'm saying? If you have knowledge about something, I'm gonna study it for myself and get my own answers. So I'll never deny somebody's. I'll never not want to learn something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never be too naive to learn something that I didn't know. I'm always down to learn something. No. And that's the thing. It's like they got these. It's funny because you say that because they got this paper. It's called the Law of Chastity, and in the Law of Chastity, it is cohabitating, homosexuality, abortion, masturbation, pornography, and sex outside of marriage. I'm cool with all of them except for two of them. Like I struggle with pornography and I struggle with masturbating. Sex outside of marriage, I'm not really having sex because I don't have a girlfriend. Um, I can't have abortions. Um, no, I don't have nobody living with me outside of my kids. Homosexuality, that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I only struggle with two, and that's the porn and the masturbating. And I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. Like I'm not perfect. I'm still working on it. And then it's another one. It's the word of wisdom. It's basically you can't have coffee, alcohol, tobacco. Hold on. Coffee, alcohol, tea, tobacco, and substance. So the substance is basically like, you know what I'm saying, weed, crack, coke, heroin, meth, you know what I'm saying, pills, fentanyl, any type of illegal drug is what the substance is. And with that one, I was already trying to stop smoking cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? I was already trying to quit smoking weed. I was already, you know what I'm saying? And now the tea and the coffee, I didn't really understand them, but as me wanting to pursue something, I'm okay with that because that's cool. And the coffee, you got to think about it. Coffee it's addictive. I know people that drink coffee every single day, and when they don't have it, they get headaches, they get migraines, they get depressed. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. It's addicting. So if something that is addicting, you need to stop it because you can be addicted to it. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But when I first started my journey into this religion, the tea, the tea and the coffee, it sold me. I'm not doing it. You ain't gonna tell me I can't drink coffee, I can't have a cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? It sold me on that. But then the more I followed, the more I, you know what I'm saying, got to talking to him, I was like, okay, first of all, I don't drink coffee all the time. Second, I don't drink tea all the time. Only thing on that list that I really did all the time was cigarettes and marijuana. Only two things that I did all the time on either one of them lists. Only things I did every day, all the time, is marijuana and cigarettes. Smoke weed all the time, smoke cigarettes all the time. Smoke cigarette, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the day, I'm smoking a few cigarettes, I'm smoking a few blunts. Now, since I've been baptized, I smoked a blunt on Wednesday, and I smoked a blunt on Saturday before I got baptized. And I like the idea of repenting every day. So basically, when I go to church on Sundays, I have the sacrament, and it's basically cleansing me again, and I'm starting fresh. So Monday come, you know what I'm saying? I'm back to the basics. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. So like, okay, for instance, boom, I got baptized Sunday. Monday, I went to work. I was helping this guy work on these houses, and I literally went to work on Monday, and the owner of the properties came in and kicked us all out. And he kicked us out because it was taking us longer than what it was supposed to. It was supposed to take us 3 days to do the job, but it was taking us like 10 days. Mind you, I wasn't there every day. I missed a few days because I got kids and I got other stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So I went to work Monday. The owner came and kicked us all out, cussed us all out. Like, get the F off my property. It's taking y'all too long to do this. Y'all not professionals. Woo woo. Mind you, the guy that hired me wasn't even there. And the guy that hired me found me on the street. And like, you looking for work, you trying to work, and I'm like, yeah, I need some money. Like I was really in need of some money at the time, and he, you know what I'm saying? So boom. Now I'm like, okay, so who gonna pay me? He like, that's between you and the guy. So I'm like, all right, cool. I call the guy. I'm like, yo, dude, just kick us off the property. Woo woo. He's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna pay y'all. Where do I find that at? If you tell me where to find it, I will. But yeah. So Monday was just like a crazy day. And then on top of that, my landlord was, was in. She was trying to get some money from me. Okay, I will. Give me a moment. Um, but so my landlord on my tail about money. I don't got. Dude didn't pay me my money yet. It's now. What's today? What's today? Friday now. So yeah, it's basically Friday. So dude still ain't pay me my money. That's about $600 that I didn't get. I owe my landlord a couple dollars for rent and this and that. My client in the hospital, so I haven't been working the past couple weeks. So it's just a lot going on. And when I tell you, I made a couple phone calls Monday and Tuesday. When I tell you I got my rent paid, I made a few phone calls to a couple friends, and I got my rent paid. Excuse me, I just passed gas. I'm so sorry. But I got my rent paid. I just made a few phone calls. And when I tell you, I called the sisters and we talked, and you know what they told me? This is their exact words. No, it wasn't even the sisters. It was the brother from the church, the guy that baptized me. He was like, look, just go home, read your book, and relax. I promise you it's going to be all right. You just got baptized Sunday. The devil is trying you. It's going to be all right. Go home, relax, do whatever you need to do. Listen, when I tell you I came home, started cleaning up, washing clothes, folding clothes, cleaned my kitchen, all types of stuff. Mopped my floor, cleaned my bathroom, this and that. Came in here, sat down, and just started reading a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just started reading a little bit. Like I said in Nephi, I was just reading. And the more I read, I just started to feel at ease. And then, like I said, I made a few phone calls, and I got my rent paid. So the power of prayer and the power of reading, it really does work. And listen, I have a Bible still, and I've read my Bible, but this book I've never read. So this book is the book that I'm interested in. This is the book that nobody ever like, oh, you should read this, or you should do this and do that. It was always, oh, you should get the Bible and read the Bible. All right, cool. But now, this is the book that I want to read. This is the book that I want to study. This is the book that I want to help me with my faith. And that's just what it is. I can't make nobody believe what I believe. I can't make nobody see what I see. I can only be a voice. I can only be an advocate of this faith because this is the faith that I'm in. This is the belief that I believe. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, everybody's entitled to what they believe in. It's all the same. It's all religions is. Everybody believe what they believe. You know what I'm saying? Muslims believe what they believe. Christians believe what they believe. Jews believe what they believe. Catholics believe what they believe. You know what I'm saying? Everybody believes in something for a greater purpose, and that's all it is. It's all for the greater good of mankind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not reading this book, and I'm not going out and trying to harm nobody or bring nobody harm. I want to bring peace and love to everybody. I want to get me I want to get 100 of these and pass these out. You know what I'm saying? And if you gonna be in my life, I need you to understand where I'm coming from. So I want you to, you know what I'm saying, pick up the book and read it. And you can coincide it with the Bible because they reference the Bible in here. Okay, boom. I'm gonna use this one. Like I said, my reading is not the best, but I'm gonna just read this little joint to you real quick. Where is it at? Nephi. Wish I had a highlighter. And it came to pass that I spake unto my brethren, saying, Let us go again into Jerusalem, and faithfully, let us be faithful in keeping the commandments of the Lord. For behold, right, he is mighty, he is mightier than all the land, then will not. This is what I'm saying. Hold on. This is why I don't like reading out loud, because I be all over the place. I like to just read to myself. Let us be faithful in keeping the commandments of the Lord. For behold, he is mightier than all the earth. Then why not mightier than Laman and his thirst, yea, or even than his tens of thousands? Question. Therefore, let us go up, let us be strong like unto Moses, for he truly spake unto the waters of the Red Sea, and they divided ye and feed. And our fathers came through out of captivity on dry land, and the armies of Pharaoh did follow and were drowned in the sea, was drowned in the waters of the Red Sea. You know what I'm saying? So basically, like, all I did that for was to just say, they mentioned the Bible in here. They mentioned Moses. They mentioned everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like this is just another testament of God. This is not. This is just another, like, I just don't understand why people can't accept that. Like, there can be other testaments of God. Layman 37, 36 through 37. Okay. My reading is not the best, y'all. It's really not. Like, thirty-seven, 36. And see, you know what's so funny about that is because, like, I say yeah, it's like yay when, you know, it's to us it's yeah, but in here it's like yea and cry up unto God for all they support, yea, let all they doings be unto the Lord. And that's the thing with whomever. See, I don't, man, listen, these words be so just, oh, Lord have mercy. It's like they goes, let it be in the Lord. Yea, let all their thoughts be directed unto the Lord. Yea, let the afflictions of their heart be placed upon the Lord forever. Counsel with the Lord in all their doings, and he will direct they for good. Yea, when they lies down at night, lie down unto the Lord, that he may watch over you in your sleep. And when they rise in the morning, let their heart be full of thanks unto God. And if ye do these things, ye shall be lifted up at the last day. And I believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I want. I want people to give me things to read to help me to just be like, okay, boom, all right, I read. You know what I'm saying? Because now I can say I read that. Now, like I said, I'll go back, I'll mark it, and I'll go back and listen to it and read it at the same time to get a better understanding of it. Because, like I said, my reading is not the best. It's not, and I'll never sit here and act like it is. I'll never sit here and be like, oh, it's just remark. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm always down to learn something. So whoever sent me that, I appreciate it because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to learn. I'm here to teach, and I'm here to understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm here for. I gotta give me some bookmarks so I can be like, you know what I'm saying, putting bookmarks in here when I do read something, and I don't have a highlighter right now, so I gotta get me some highlighters. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, this is my religion. I do want to know. What are you talking about? I want to know what I'm always down to learn something new. I'm never gonna, like I said before, I'm not naive to knowledge. Whether it's good or bad, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the more you know, the better you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more knowledge I have, the better off in life I will be. It doesn't matter what the knowledge is. It's knowledge that I need to know. You know what I'm saying? If it's beneficiary to me, I want to know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like basically, like if you had the blueprint of how to make $1 million, I will want you to share it with me so I can make $1 million too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't want to know. You keep it to yourself. I don't care. I don't want $1 million. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the knowledge to be better in every aspect of the word better. Like, a better friend, a better father, a better lover, a better teacher, a better protector. I want to be better. Like, I want to be better in every aspect of my life. And that's just the moral of the game. And that's why I feel like I am where I am. Because in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there are millionaires. There are, you know what I'm saying? And I want to surround myself around good people, genuine people. And they're not, like I said, there's racism in everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's literally racism in everything. Us as black people, I could say that for myself. I'm a black man. I love being a black man. But there's black people that can't stand white people, or you know what I'm saying, vice versa. It's not like it's just white people that don't like us. Some of us don't like them, and some of us don't even like our own kind. Like, so I can't be mad at people for growing up the way they did or being taught what they were taught. All you can do is teach them something better or try to show them something better. And that's what I am. That's what I'm trying to do, is trying to be better. Okay, listen, I talked to the bishop about it. I'm like, the dynamic of the church has not been, you know what I'm saying, what's the word? Historically prominent with black folks. You know what I'm saying? It's had a long history. He said the same thing. He know that, but everything is about change. It takes that one person to bring about change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm that one person to bring about change. And that's all this is I want to bring about change. I want to be different. I want us to, you know what I'm saying? Just be different in life. I don't know what is going on with my clock, but this clock keep acting retarded. This clock is kind of jinky. That's what that is. This clock is messed up. Oh wow, that's why. I've been trying to figure out why this clock been acting funny, and now I get it. The doggone. Wow. I didn't even realize that this joint was broke. Like this joint. You see that? How it just like. So I've been like, I'm like, man, why the time keep being different? Like, I'm like, every time I look at the clock, because I got the clock right here, I had it over there first. So I'm like, why do it say it's 6 in the morning when I know I had it set to right? But now I'm like, okay, that's why, because this joint keep moving. Like, it ain't staying where it's supposed to stay. Like, and I don't know how to. See, something is missing on here. I don't know what the piece is, but something is missing on this train. So it's pointless to hang it up on the wall because it ain't gonna stay. So I'm gonna have to get a new clock. Somebody gave me that anyway. Like I said, somebody from the church is moving to Utah in a few days, and he gave me that. So it's all good. I ain't even really pressed because somebody gave it to me. But that's all good. But like I was saying though, where did you go? Superman. So are you Mormon? Are you still here? Are you LDS? So 20, 28 is LDS, absolutely. Absolutely. Where you from? Thanks for hanging out with me. But like I was just telling her, I'm still learning. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm just now becoming a member. So season 4, I'm over here watching Entertainment Tonight, and I guess they just pronounced season 4 of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives has been announced or whatever. Okay. Yeah, this church is strong. It is. It's a lot of people. Like I said, I've been going to the church for like a year and a half now, but I just got baptized and I just made that commitment. You know what I'm saying? To really serve and you know what I'm saying, give God my life and actually be an active member and take part in the priesthood and actually take that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for this journey. And like I said before, like I know, it has been a lot of like, racism in here in the past. And you don't really see too many black folks in the church and this and that. But I wanted to change that. And I want to be, like I want to be real active to show like, just because people look at you different don't mean you got to accept that. You know what I'm saying? And it's where I want to be. This is what bring, and it's so crazy because I get more joy going here than I did going to a traditional church that I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? With the music and all of that type of stuff. Like, and the singing is a little different, but I enjoy it. I embrace it. So you in Nebraska? Um, I got this guy that I watch on YouTube. His YouTube name is Screw Screwface Jean. He's a big YouTuber. He's like a content creator. Exactly, exactly. That's all it's about. Is how do I feel connected to God when I come into this building, or when I leave this building? Do I feel more connected? And that's exactly what it is. Because, like I said, going to a traditional church, I walked in there the same way I walked out. I walked in there, the music is cool, you know what I'm saying? Woo. Then they get to preaching and all of that. I'm cool. I don't got time for that. That's not what I came here for. I came here for a message. I came to feel something, and I ain't feeling nothing. So I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what it is. Cause I didn't feel anything. I wasn't feeling the spirit when I was there. I was just feeling like y'all just wanted some money from me, like. And that's not what I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? So the church, I feel the spirit every time I go in there and every time I leave. I feel like he's literally walking. And like I said, now that I've been baptized, I literally feel like he's just always right there, like making me make the better decision versus making the decision that I want to make. I make the decision that's best for me and my children and the world around, the people around me. So I'm grateful for that, you know what I'm saying? And can't nobody take that away from me. And I won't let nobody tell me no different. Like, if this is like, and like, it's funny because people be like, oh, this is a cult. And I tell them, like, well, if this is the cult, then it's the cult that I'm going to be a part of because they got my testimony and they got my support. You know what I'm saying? So if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Like, it's crazy because I can honestly say I'm proud to say I'm LDS or Mormon, or whatever people want to say. You say LDS, I'm going to say yes. You say Mormon, I'm going to say yes. So either way it go, I'm going to still say yes. And I'm going to be proud to say it. Like I said, I literally walk around with the book in my bag. I got my little bag, you know what I'm saying? And I walk around with this book. And I'm going to continue to walk around with the book. It's going to stay in my bag. It's going to stay in my bag. These are going to stay on my nightstand. And I'm going to read both of these throughout my days. This one I leave in my room, but if I'm moving around throughout my house, I'm going to pick this up and take it in my living room, or take it in the bathroom, or take it in the kitchen and cook, or whatever the case may be. This is going to go with me wherever I go. Well, the one in my bag is going to go with me wherever I go. This one going to go wherever I go inside my house. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in the shower, I'm listening to songs. So, hey, it is what it is, I guess, Not perfect, not by a long shot. Not perfect by a long shot. And it's not like you gotta be perfect, but you just gotta. All it is about striving to be better than what you were yesterday. So if I can go to sleep today and wake up tomorrow, the goal is to be better than what you were. You don't want to wake up and be the same. You don't want to wake up and have the same mindset, the same thinking process, the same, you know what I'm saying, the same outlook on life. You want to wake up with a different outlook. Every day is not going to be easy, but every day is not going to be hard either. But every day will be a test, and every day will be a testament to your faith. So every day you have literally every day that you wake up, you have a chance to be better. Every day, every day that you open your eyes, you should literally thank God that you woke up. And that's the thing. That's the thing. You wake up. You don't even got to get on your hands and knees, but just getting on your knees and doing that is just acknowledging to God that I see you and I appreciate you, and I'll give you your glory and your respect because you are Him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are the reason why I woke up this morning. You are the reason why I go to sleep and wake up every morning or every day. Because we take naps. You know what I'm saying? If you take a nap at 12:30 in the afternoon and wake up at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you woke up because God has something planned for you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think people get that. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I truly get it. I have to go, but keep going. I am. I appreciate you. I'm gonna keep going. I just, it just makes me feel so good. Like, I don't know. It just makes me feel so. Thank you. Like I said, I appreciate that. Every time you come in here, if you got something that you feel like I need to read, give it to me because I'm gonna read it. I might read it on here. I might read it off of here. When I come back on here, I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely, for sure. And I thank you. Thank you for sharing your favorite with me. Thank you for allowing me to, you know what I'm saying, understand you a little bit better. So I thank you. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a supportive. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Hope you like the chat. I appreciate you. And if you're going to sleep, if you're going to bed, you have a great night. So he says, chapter 12, verse 6. Is that verse 6 through 27? Or is that 6 and verse 27? Is that verse 6 and verse 27? Or is that verse 6 through 27? You know what I'm saying? Because if I can read from there to there, but I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to know if, how is it? Now and now I alone I will speak somewhat concerning these things. I would show unto the world that faith is things which are hoped for and not seen. Therefore, despite not because ye see not, for ye receive no witness until after the trial of your faith. Absolutely. Absolutely. The whole chapter is fire, but 6 and yeah, I just read 6 already. Yeah, I just literally just read 6. And that is absolutely true. You know what I'm saying? Like that is true. But I will read the whole. And that's the thing though, like I'm working my way from the front to the back, but I literally just read that joint. And that's basically what faith is about, believing in something that you don't see, but knowing that it's there, that it's real. Like just knowing what every what they say. What does the Bible say? The faith of a mustard seed can carry you. You know what I'm saying? Can carry you far than just like just being careless and just like oh I believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, you'll never believe anything. Because you can see something and you know, like you can see $1 million, but don't mean you're gonna be able to get to it. You know what I'm saying? So that is absolutely true. You said 27. And if men came unto me, I will show unto them their weakness. I give unto men weakness that they may be humble, and my grace is sufficient for all men that humble themselves before me. For if they humble themselves before me and have faith in me, then will I make weakness things become strong unto them. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. So I'm going to go back to 26. The 26 is, and when I had said this, the Lord spake unto me, saying, fools mock, but they shall mourn, and my grace is sufficient for the meek, that they shall take no advance, no advantage, take no advantage of your weakness. I'm sorry, Chad, but you know what I'm saying? Like that is, you have to understand, or you have to be willing to learn something. You have to be willing to understand something outside of the norm to better understand. Like you have to. Like you can't be blind forever. You can't be a fool to knowledge. But I don't know. I love it. I'm going to continue to read it. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to show. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just over here watching the worldly news right now. I ain't really, but I just thought it out. I just wanted to get on here and just like, I don't know, just talk about it for a little bit because people always got something to say about it. Like, I can't believe you did it. I can't believe. Like, well, you're gonna be always not believing something because you better believe it because I did it. So I don't know. No. I thank y'all for hanging out with me though. Who all in here? Who's in the chat right now? Say hello. If you're in here right now, you've been in here for a little while, say hello. Say hi, give me a thumbs up, something. Say something to your boy. You know? Say something to your boy. I got 3 likes so far. I'm trying to get to where I got like 100 people in my chat. I ain't got to 100. I think I got to 100 maybe once. I don't even know if I got to 100 people yet, but I want to get to where I got 100 people in my chat. And I got the same amount of, got the 100 people with the 100 likes. You know what I'm saying? In my chat, talking to me, vibing with me, just, you know what I'm saying? Getting to know me while I take this spiritual journey. And just, you know what I'm saying? Interacting with me, because normally my kids are here, but they with their mom for a few days. Like, they'll be back Saturday. So I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to be on here streaming and stuff like that, and, you know, interacting with my kids and this and that. I got the, you know, it's funny because I have the Book of Mormon and a kid's book. And I'm going to start reading that to my kids at nighttime. That's what I'm going to read to my kids at night, is the Book of Mormon. When they go to bed, not before they go, well, yeah, before they go to bed, but like, you're going to all come in my room, and I'm going to read them a story, you know what I'm saying, and then they're going to go to bed. But every night, I'm going to read to them, and when they go to bed, I'm going to read mine. So every night, me and my kids are getting the word in, and my kids are going to grow up in the LDS church. And I know people are going to be looking at me crazy, but if my kids grow up in the church, they're going to take them same values and keep it going. And my kids that's going to be the norm for my kids. I'm not saying it got to be norm for everybody's kids, but my kids that's going to be the norm for my kids. And that's what they're going to grow up, and that's what they're going to teach their kids. And you know what I'm saying? That's where my generation, that's where my family is going to be at. That's where I want my legacy to be, is in the LDS community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my kids to grow up in the community, because it's just something outside of what I'm used to. She's a celebrity, just. But yeah, who's still in here? What you got going on? How your day going? How your night going? What you got, you know? American Pie. I'm crying. I want to do, it might not be this year, but you never know. Anything can happen, and I'm gonna stay positive, because anything can happen, but I'm pretty sure it probably won't happen this year. But I can't wait till the year come when I could take me and my kids to New York City to be in Rockefeller Center and be there present for the tree and for the ball drop. Excuse me. Gwen. So all my kids' names start with G's, except for one of my kids. And I think that if I have another kid, I'm gonna name my daughter Gwen.
The tree was planted on East Bank
Dang, he died at 32, man. That's you see what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's what I literally was just saying that. You got people dying at 32, 28. I was just watching the news a few days ago. I wanted to say I was watching the news. I was walking somewhere a few days ago in the morning. I was dropping my daughter off at daycare. And I'm walking down the street and I see police cars. But before I got to the police car, it was this guy getting in his car. And I'm like, yo, what happened? Woo woo. Because he lived right there. He like, some 23-year-old kid just got shot last night or early that morning. And I'm like, what? He like, yeah, the young boy, I guess the young boy was going to his car and somebody drove by and shot him and killed him, 23. And I'm like, man, like, wow. Mind you, I'm 34. Young boy 23. I'm like, dang, like, and that's the thing. You got people dying early, young, babies, like, you got babies that you got babies that's being born and then they die literally a few hours later. And it's like, you have to be grateful every day that you wake up. You have to be. You have to be grateful for every time you get a chance to stand up and walk. Whether, I don't care if it's from your bed to the door to open your bedroom door and walk out. You gotta be grateful for that because people can't get up and just walk. People can't just get up and go in the kitchen and get them a glass of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that easy for people. So for you to be able to do it, you should be grateful and thankful and thank God every day. You shouldn't complain. There shouldn't be a complaint. If you wake up in the morning, what are you complaining about? I don't understand what you complain about if you wake up every day. Because God has given you the opportunity to do something better than what you did yesterday. Some people didn't wake up that morning. Some people didn't wake up. Some people went to sleep and did not wake up. Healthy, sick, sad, depressed, stressed. It don't matter. People don't wake up every day. So for you to wake up, thank God for that, for you waking up. I don't care if you woke up and you're outside in a car. Thank God that you woke up in that car, because you could be on the street, waking up not wake. You could be on the street, waking up freezing. You could be waking. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you waking up and you're in a car and you're not getting rained on, snowed on, thank God, because He put you there. You know what I'm saying? And He gonna get you out. If He gonna get you out of every situation that you're in, as long as you believe in Him, and as long as you obviously take some steps to get yourself out of it too. Because God can't physically get you up and move you. You know what I'm saying? He needs you to get up and walk to that door and open it and go inside. You know what I'm saying? He needs you to do that. He gives you the choice, the opportunity to do it. So why not do it? You know what I'm saying? Like today, God gave me the opportunity to do a lot today. And I did a lot around my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to go outside. For what? I got stuff I need to do inside. So I must stay inside and do what I got to do inside. And I don't care if that's sleep, eat, cook, clean, whatever. Stuff needed to be done around my house, and I got it done. Now tomorrow I'm going to get some more stuff done. Tomorrow I'm going to leave, though. Tomorrow I'm going to go outside and do some stuff outside, and then I'm going to come back home and finish what I got to finish in my house. But today I didn't go nowhere. Today I was relaxing all day. I think that's why I'm up now, because I was relaxing all day, cleaning, sleeping, watching my show, watching my movie, and I was relaxing today. I will never get cosmetic surgery, Botox, nothing. I'm not getting nothing. I don't need anything. I look good the way I am. I look good. This is what you call looking good. And yeah, I'm going bald. I'm already bald. I got a little, my hair gone. I still got hair, but
Well, what's really famous and how beneficial is the one giving enthusiasts everywhere to beware there is another growing number
get that little.
of
See that
unauthorized
pimple right
operators
there?
injecting
Still
extremely
got pimples and
powerful
stuff. I be getting a
drugs.
drink
The
sometimes. I ain't
results
tripping.
can be devastating. U.S. border protection
But yeah, I'm
officers
about to have my
use
uncle clean me
techniques
up on
that
Saturday though.
prevent them from
So
permanently
Sunday,
cutting
when I go to
loose.
church, I got my hair is all the way clean. But I gotta get me, and that's another thing. I want to start. I want to get me some dress clothes. Like I want to get like like a nice suit with some different shirts, a couple pair of shoes. So when I go to church, I'm going to church looking appropriate. I don't. I'm tired of going to church with jeans and sweatsuits. Like I want to go to church and look appropriate, especially if I'm going to be actually being a part of the church, being a member, and wanting to be active in the church. I want to look, appropriate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on getting me a suit. I need some money first. So whenever my YouTube channel starts sending me some bread, when I start having memberships and stuff like that, and start really getting some money, I'm gonna go buy me a suit. I'm gonna go buy me a nice suit, a good 250 to get me a nice suit. Be like, you know how you be looking up stuff. You be like, and see, I don't care what 50 Cent said. I'm a window shopper. And why am I a window shopper? Because I like to look at stuff that I like, price check it, match it with other stuff. I like to look at clothes to get an idea on what I want to get. So when I do get some money, I don't have to, be looking and oh no, don't want these jeans or them jeans or that shirt or this them. You know what I'm saying? I could just go onto it and I can go onto whatever I want to go on and just start putting stuff in the cart, and then boom. You know what I'm saying? So window shopping for me is just helping me find what I want, and then I get it. Tired, tired. What we doing, Chad? Whoever if you in here, you when you get a chance, go look at my posts that I be posting on, like I'm pretty sure you know what I be where I'm talking about, but I got like my Spotify stuff on there, like all my top artists, my top audiobooks, my top podcasts. Just I listen to a lot of music, yo. I guess I listened to like 2,000 and something artists this year. I listened to Kendrick Lamar for the majority of that. Like, and it's funny because I'm a live stream on the 31st. And when I live stream, I'm gonna have my headphones in. But they're not gonna be for you guys, they're gonna be for me and my music, so I can listen to my music and still be on stream with y'all. Because when you stream live music, they be acting funny, so you know. But yeah, I just be chilling. No, what a fingernail clippers at? I'm like, I knew they were here. Where my fingernail clippers at? Hold up. Hold up. Wait.
It's 2025. Why are you still using
I'm sorry, Chad. What's going on? Who in here? Say something.
A reporter preparing for her live shot about 11 saw it break
Let's
free.
talk.
A seagull flies smack into her
You
face
gonna talk to me?
while she able
I'm not
to
sure who
quickly
that is,
grab
but
both
whoever it
feet
is,
out of
say
the
something so we
water
can
and
talk.
later shared this photo of a gash in her eye.
Thanks. Now Megan Alexander with our inside tips. Megan, thanks. We've linked to WMorningSafe.com and the lifestyle expert cannabis himself is next week and ready to share some amazing inside deals and deep discounts. The first thing we're talking about is the Conair 2-in-1 Extreme Steam Iron Enhanced Treatment. Made from baby blankets to durable curtains and furnishing fabrics. Conair says it's the place to be the most stubborn of wrinkles. Plus, they say it kills 99.9% bacteria, adds sweets and crush. Also, when what's the deal? Well, we see this stuff was $84. Our price is $29.99 and 64% off. Okay, next, a doorbuster deal. This is the Bonder R2 Pro Percussive Deep Tissue Massager with multiple speeds and 6 attachments, one of which includes feet. The company says it's a powerful massaging technique to sore muscles and brings instant relaxation, great for after the gym or a long weekend. It's a living for customers. Relax, you what's the deal? Well, we see it celebrating just $300 with our prices is $25 with 88% off. Okay, finally, talk to you about the Kenneth Cole long line belted puffer jacket with funnel neck. The detachable belt gives you a defined waistline while the funnel neck is zip-tied to protected from the cold. It's available in 4 colors, sizes extra small and extra large. And deal here, the new season offering is $225 with our price is $49.99.
I am crying.
There you go. Thank you, Anna. For more information about these deals, scan the QR code below or head to morningsave.com. And Eva, back to you now. Thanks for coming out to the coolest kid at school. Major bragging rights next.
Major bragging rights, right?
Before mom and dad walk in to the dog, it's hard to become this. And look at me now. You'll never smooth from the life, but you let them reduce his attacks and be more zero marketing days possible to help pick up the negative marketing feeling. Don't take it for urgent. Stop taking the help right away for allergic reactions like trouble breathing, face liver tongue swelling, itchy head rash. Tell the doctor about increased blood pressure or color changes and more numbness in fingers or toes. Ask your doctor about peanut gum to help prevent migraine.
Dry eyes, still winking. Let them feel hard told.
My whoa, whoa. I'm over here cleaning I'm cleaning my like the dead skin around my fingers and stuff. Like,
Plus, powerful mixed vapors.
Finally, from over 100 medical symptoms with reminders all identical on our Facebook record. Over 80% of women and patients use tools identified for approximately 8 months. Take the first step towards feeling well and comfortable with it.
Like metronome clock. I always pray.
so this guy that owed me money, I texted him and I told him, I'm like, look, I'm gonna just keep it all the way real with you. I'm not about to chase you down. I'm not about to hunt you down. I'm not doing none of that. Cause he ain't even from here. He from Ohio. And I don't know where he stay at. I just know where he be. I know the one apartment that he worked at. Whatever the case may be. But I'm like, I ain't the type of person where I'm about to go chasing nobody down for now. Cause if you burn me for my money, like I told him, like that's between you and God for real. Cause I know what I did. You know what I'm saying? I know I did work and I deserve my money, lad. So if you don't pay me, then you ain't gotta worry about me. You gotta worry about God for real because God gonna take care of that for me. God gonna fight my battles for me. That's why I'm like, I ain't fighting nothing. I ain't gotta work. I ain't gotta do nothing. I just gotta let God handle it because God knows I did some work for you. You agreed to pay me, and you didn't pay me. So that's between you and God because you went against your word. And that's one thing that us as men, whether we're black or white or Asian or Bosnian or Filipino or Jamaican or whatever,
The prescription and shipping are free.
as a
Scan
man,
the QR code to go to
all you got is your word.
getmywedding.com and see for yourself. Don't wait.
You go against your word, what do you got?
Before it is too late.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Cause I know my word means something to me. If I give you my word on something, I'm gonna do the best of my ability to stick to that. And if I can't, it's gonna be a legit reason why I can't. What? The Whitney Houston challenge, hitting the drum to the beat, the right moment at the right time. What is this? Crossing Jordan.
Don't worry, it's not ridiculous. Maybe it is, but I don't know. Just want to give you something special. It's a French wait, okay, calm down. Goes up your right, up your left. Believe me, it's
It's 4 in the morning, chat.
Okay. There's a
Dang. Oh, bad NBA. They just notified me about my NBA League Pass. Tried to charge my card $18 and I ain't got it right now. Shoot. So hopefully I can watch the Lakers play tomorrow. First time I can't miss my basketball. Shoot. I must try to borrow $20 from somebody tomorrow. So see if I can get my baby mom. Baby mom, cash at me $20. Why for what? So I can watch my NBA. I appreciate you, baby mom. Sometimes she do, sometimes she be staying. It's funny because I requested some money from my baby mom. I live in North Carolina. I needed like $5 for a bus pass. And she denied my request. And I'm like, forget you. But it's all good. Somebody want me to borrow $20 though. This shit. cracking up. It's pissing me off now. My TV acting funny. What is you doing? It's only one person in here, and that one person ain't saying nothing. That's so annoying. Like, why sit in here with me if you ain't gonna talk to me? I don't get it. Truly don't understand that.
Which would be a big advantage in next year's election.
Once I start, Social Security disability. Dubai, the royal city, is like Virginia. Your balls, work accidents, car, truck, bus. We praise that video and some different tales.
Have an idea for nature music?
Oh, I miss my kids. I was about to watch PBS Kids I was literally about to watch PBS Kids because my kids was going. I'm like, nah.
Spoke out about the estrangement with his daughter a couple of years back on 60 Minutes Australia, sending the royals this message.
I love you, Doc. You work on your problems.
Now, the one boy is in intensive care after undergoing emergency surgery in the Philippines, where he was living following 2 heart attacks.
It's also been said by doctors that he may have to undergo another surgery in order to deal with a blood clot.
I spoke with royals expert Charles Winston. What about the friendship in their relationship?
So their relationship has been somewhat uneasy since Meghan's parents got divorced. Thomas has continued to speak to the media over the years, which has severely damaged his relationship with Meghan. And the two are not thought to have spoken in many years now. Meghan and Harry are basically on a global press tour yet again. Meghan just released the holiday special of her Netflix series with Young Meghan, and hours after the news about Thomas's condition broke, Harry released a surprise appearance on Stephen Colbert. If I was Harry and my father-in-law was in a dire medical state, even if I hadn't spoken to him in many years, I think I probably would have cancelled that TV appearance.
Meantime, Princess Kate, no matter what her health issues, just made some royal history. She stepped out with William and Kate Painkillers, one of the biggest tiara she's ever worn, featuring 4,600 diamonds in raspberry.
So we had 18 people vote, and 72 said no, and 28 said yes. We gotta get that up. We gotta get that 28 number higher. We gotta get that bottom number lower. And it don't even matter. The bottom number doesn't even really matter. But I need some more supporters to come in here and support me. So all my LDS members, y'all come get that number higher. Because every time I go live, this is what I'm gonna put in here.
Adjunct language drawn up. Here's 2 emulators. Road, Waits Box. Now, officer was real-life life during Hustle. The Americans. Claire, in Poland. I did not. But the least you need to take is a cat and mouse tale of the relationship between you and next-door neighbors.
Those are like off-screens that on each other. Yeah, it's very pleasant.
I can't wait to get Netflix back. That's another thing. Gotta get my money up and not my funny up. And I need to get my money up because I need to get all type of stuff. You know, getting my Wi-Fi back up, getting my Netflix back on. Just I want to be able to just pay for everything and not have to worry about money, right? And that's what the LDS is gonna help me do. They're gonna help me be able to be more financially stable and help me because I can get an accountant from the church to help me manage my money, and I ain't gotta worry about not being able to trust them because they're a part of my congregation. They're a part of my ward. And they're not worried about my little couple $100 or my little $1,000 I bring home every month. They got more, you know what I'm saying? So you surround yourself around good people, you start to become a good person. You surround yourself around rich-minded people, you start to think rich-mindedly. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good. You know, it's funny because who really has unlimited? Who has unlimited data? Like what carrier can you really go to and stream all day, every day, and not have your stuff slow down? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a really good question because I need to know because I want to be able to stream and not have to need Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying, man? But I think next year I'm gonna pay myself. I'm gonna pay my phone off, and I'm going to T-Mobile. I think I'm gonna get T-Mobile back. I'm gonna get T-Mobile home internet, and I'm gonna have to sell my cell phone through there. But then I don't know because I haven't had no problem with Spectrum for real.
I shop for a lot of the same things. That's why I like days. I check out and the same things and everything.
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna just stick with I've been with Spectrum for the last 5 years. I had my phone for the last few years. So I think I'm gonna just stick with them.
If you're listening to this right now and you're suffering from numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, pay close attention. You may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy.
What is wrong?
Peripheral neuropathy is actual nerve damage, but primarily you see this in the hands and feet and the arms and legs.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms of peripheral neuropathy are numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, muscle cramps, and most of all, balance problems that can lead to dangerous falls.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and you can see great outcomes. If you're experiencing burn, tingling, numbness, coldness in your hands and feet, or having balance issues, call the nerve damage screen. This screen will determine if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe that nothing can be done. Let's save your opportunities for finding walkers, wheelchairs, and even medication. The first 25 callers will receive an $87 neuropathy evaluation with her doctor. Act now to secure your spot. Offers limited to the first 25 people.
so honored that she was there.
So there's a lot side inside. Honestly, if I could just read it on the government on this side of my opinion, for her providing coverage for doing is also running back on the person surrounding the cover of the latest album, Man's Best Friend, featuring Sabrina on the and Brown in her hair. It said, well, this is the point. It was about how people try to control women, how I felt emotionally around like the relationships that I had, and how much power I give them. Sanders' cover album her album sales is already gone flat, selling over 8 million copies. Well, it's arguably from the shelf life of the grandmother. There's a lot to celebrate this year, including her 32nd wedding anniversary to do with producer David Kelly. He said, people love you in love, but it's also lucky Christmas comedy about the pop and painting officer Michelle and was so sad.
We are gift wrapping the cast of Oh What Fun Is This Perfect holiday present. See what I did there? So we're gift wrapping this. We're done.
We're the presents today. Like Michelle, she wants to wrap gifts. We are wrapping gifts.
I love this meeting so much, guys. I have a couple questions for Michelle, and then the sorry.
One of the major reasons for me is that of a successful marriage around the holidays. And Michelle, you've been married for 30 years now, and now you are hopping into the 32. And now you're having a new chapter as a grandma. What do you think makes a successful marriage, and what is this beautiful chapter?
Starting a business it's like this, so I can grow. And then if I'm grandmother, I am living the cliche, including the solid, with this 29 picture.
It's kind of like the family stone that home alone and maybe with vacation. Gets forgotten. He goes on a solo road trip to the talk show. Debbie Speary plays her husband. Felicity Jones, Chloe Briggs Moretz, and Dominic Sessa are the kids. You guys played the perfect siblings. It's a
I love me some Chloe Grace Marquette. I think they said her name is.
get on the inside and be happy to do it too.
So this ring that I'm wearing, I bought this for my kid's mom. This is the ring I proposed to her with. Wasn't rich, wasn't balling, wasn't, this is like $500. This is like 2021 I got proposed to her. And I thought she was gonna be my wife, and I really thought that we was gonna be married, we was gonna be together forever, man. But life happens, you know what I'm saying? Life happens, relationships happen, things happen that, you know what I'm saying? It just prevented us from, taking it to the next level. And I wish that we could have, because I love her with my entire life. It's the only woman I can say, like, I could say now that I still want to be with her. Like, if she was to call me right now and be like, I want us to get back together, I want to come back home, I'll be like, let's go. I'll be like, come on. But I know I would, no, I couldn't even say that because she couldn't even live with me until we're married for real. So it would either have to be like either we getting married or we, you know what I'm saying, you got to stay where you at. If she be like, all right, we can get married, all right, cool, let's go. Cool. You got to get baptized, you got to become, you know what I'm saying, you got to get baptized and you got to become a member of the church to where we can go get married in the temple. Because I want to get married in the temple. And I know they be like, non-members are allowed in the temple and this and that and this and that, but my peoples are gonna be allowed in the temple regardless of any of that. Like, I know they're not believers, but for me to become a member, for me, y'all have to break this rule for me, just to show the world that, you know what I'm saying, everything is subject to change. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I'm not gonna make my day about y'all. I can't wait to get me one of them ninja joints, the little ninjas. Can't wait. I can't wait to get the ninja, the joint that make this, like, that make any type of juice slushy. Then they got the ice cream maker. You can make your own ice cream with that joint. What? I can't wait. Where's she at? Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yep. 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 And that's true, though. That is absolutely true. And because I was once upon a time prideful, I still have a little bit of pride, and I still have a hard time asking for help. I still have a hard time with that, but like I said, I'm willing to, you know what I'm saying?
Matthew chapter 4. These, of course, are normally referred to as the temptations. Matthew chapter 4. And drop down to verse, well, we might as well start with verse 1. Matthew 4, beginning of verse 1. Then was Jesus led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted or tested of the devil or Satan. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, afterwards...
Exactly. I got the Bible. See, told you I have a Bible too.
I had to point out to someone just yesterday that you always have to remember, and again we take these things by faith, that Jesus on the one hand was totally human. He was totally man. But on the other hand, he was totally God. And so from his human side, he was hungry. Absolutely, he was hungry. He had been fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. All right, like I said, the last time we were together, then, Satan knows just exactly where were we and our blind side, and that's where he'll always hit us. All right, he knows that Jesus had been fasting, and he knows that Jesus is hungry. And so what's the temptation? Here it comes in verse 3. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God. And here again is that he's trying to even plant doubt in the mind of the Lord Jesus. Are you what you say you are? If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. Now what's he saying? Well, if you're all that you say you are, you're hungry, all you have to do is speak the word and you've got bread. But, you see, the whole idea was, had Jesus given in to Satan, he would have lost everything that he had to accomplish for our salvation. And so he answers, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by out of the mouth of God. Now what's the lesson? There's only one way we can defeat Satan, and that is with the Word of God. This is why I'm constantly encouraging people to be saturated with the Word every day. Because how many of us can go a whole 24-hour day with nothing physically to eat? We get famished, don't we?
Yep.
And yet how many believers go week in and week out and never feed on the Word of God?
Right.
We have to feed on it every day. And I know we're all in busy schedules. I don't think anyone's got one any busier than mine. But we still have to find the time, take the time to feed on the Word. All right? You cannot live by material, physical things alone. We have to have that which is
going on?
spiritual. All
How
right,
you
now
doing?
Satan isn't satisfied. But remember, he's got to hit Christ in all three categories. So he
I'll be back. I was literally about to get up and go run to the bathroom, so I'll be back in a few minutes.
At the very highest point there in the city of Jerusalem. Verse 6. Now Satan says to Jesus, if thou be the Son of God. See again that taunt, if you're who you say you are, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down. As it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee. And in their hands he shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Now it's a little harder to see this when this isn't quite as obvious as when he was hungry and he can make the stones bread. But remember, we're looking at the area of temptation of the desire of the eye. Now the best way I can illustrate this, and I'm sure you've seen pictures of it, I know I have already on newspapers, and you've probably experienced that if you're walking down the sidewalk of a city and the busy crowds, and all of a sudden someone stops and starts looking up. What does everyone automatically do? They stop and they start looking up. The eyes are being focused. I know Satan knows this. And so what he's really telling you is, if you want every eye on you, just cast yourself down from this high point in Jerusalem and let the crowds come
escape and bear you up. What a spectacle that would be. You see the temptation? But oh, you see, Jesus refused even that one. And his answer was, verse 7, it is written again. And again he quotes the scripture. It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Satan still doesn't give up. And so he comes back in verse 8 and he takes him up into an exceedingly high mountain and showing him all the kingdoms of the world. Now remember, this was the time of the Roman Empire. How far did the Roman Empire reach? From the British Isles to the Ganges River of India and everything in between. And now he is saying, look out over all these kingdoms. Everything that you would see and think of, so far as material kingdoms are concerned in this world, fall down, worship me, and I'll give them to you. Now, there's so much I want to point out in that particular thing. Number one, when the scripture teaches us now that Satan is the god of this world, doesn't this prove it? He's got the world in his lap tonight. He is the god of this world. He is the one that's in control. But often have to think, Satan just didn't know. I don't think. He just didn't know that the day was coming, and it's still coming. It's getting close. When indeed all the kingdoms of the world are going to be Christ's. They're going to be his. He's going to be King of kings and Lord of lords. And he's not going to get them by virtue of kowtowing to Satan, rather by defeating him. When he will return with the clouds of glory, and by the rod, it says, of the word of his mouth, he will destroy all the kingdoms of this world and set up his own kingdom. Well, all of this now then leads to what? The pride of life. All the temptation was, you can have it all if you'll just fall down and worship me. And again, verse 10, Jesus said unto him, get thee hence, Satan. For it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. He quoted scripture. And as I said a moment ago, that's the lesson for us. When Satan attacks, we go to the book. We go to the Word of God for our strength. All right, now then, let's go back again to Genesis, where we left off with Eve having just eaten. And as I mentioned last week, the punctuation mark there after the word eat in verse 6, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat. In the Hebrew, the punctuation denotes a long pause. Now that gives time for Adam to come on the scene. She's already eaten. And as I pointed out last week, she must have been alone when Satan approached her and caught her in that moment of weakness, and she desired to have something more than she already had. And now here comes Adam. And what does he see? She's eaten of that forbidden tree. And I think it must have just given him a momentary shock. It had to. Let's read on. And so she gave also unto her husband with her. And what does he do? He ate. Turn with me to 1 Timothy. Like I told you when we started this several weeks ago, we try to use the New Testament along with the Old just as much as we possibly can. Because, again, the old saying is, whatever is in the Old Testament concealed is in the New Testament revealed. All right, 1 Timothy chapter 2. 1 Timothy chapter 2. 1 Timothy chapter 2, let's drop down to verse 13 and 14. Now remember, this is Paul writing to Timothy, and this is certainly an area where we don't have to feel, well, this is in an age far removed. This is for us. This, in so many words, is written to us, because Timothy was a believer like unto ourselves. And so to Timothy in verse 13 of chapter 2, Paul writes, for Adam was first formed, and then Eve. And Adam was not deceived a lot of people don't know that's in the Bible. But Adam was not deceived. You know what that means? Eve was caught in a moment of weakness. And before she knew what she had done, she had eaten. It just happened so fast. But here comes along old Adam. And he has time to stop and think. I think in that moment of shock, he backs off and he contemplates the whole situation. What has my beautiful creature wife done? And she presents the fruit to him. But the New Testament says he was not deceived. So I think common sense tells us, since he knew the ramifications of eating of this forbidden tree, since he knew that it already happened to his lovely wife, he had to do some fast and serious thinking. He had to debate, am I going to join her? Am I going to lose fellowship with my Creator and stay with her? Or am I going to join her in evil and lose fellowship with my Creator?
I told y'all I was going to the bathroom. Y'all just left.
Between a rock and a hard place. I think Adam was set there with a deliberation and decision that would just fall over and wonder because he was not deceived. All right. I think we get a good picture of that very same setting under Israeli law.
What's going on?
Go rapidly to Exodus.
I'm back now.
21. In Exodus chapter 21. Now all this is tied together scripturally so that we can get a full picture of all that happened. We don't have to imagine these things, but
Going on.
compare scripture with scripture and get a pretty good picture. All right, in Exodus chapter 21, now this is just
What up?
chapter 20.
Thanks for rocking out with me. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. I ain't on nothing, just, you know, I'm just chilling for real. If you ain't voted, if you ain't, you know, if you ain't participated in the poll, if you don't mind participating, I'd appreciate it. If you ain't subscribed yet, please subscribe. If you ain't like the live, I appreciate it. But other than that, I ain't on nothing much, bro. What time is it? What time is it? It's about to be 5 o'clock. Just chilling for real, nothing major.
6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. In other words, he had paid out his servitude. Verse 3. If he came in by himself, in other words, if he came in as a single man, he shall go out by himself, alone. If he were married, that is, when he came into servitude, he brought a wife with him, then his wife shall naturally go out with him. Verse 4. If his master have given him a wife, in other words, he came into servitude single, but in that period of time of 6 years, he got married. If his master had given him a wife and she had borne him sons or daughters,
Can't wait to get my wife. Can't wait to find my wife, man. That's.
This is hard for us to comprehend because see, we're just not accustomed to servitude.
Can't wait. God will send me the perfect wife.
Not like the awful slavery of our bygone days. Israel's servitude was certainly under the auspices of the law and everything was.
I can't wait for him to send me my wife.
Well, always remember, and we won't take time to look at it this time, we will at another.
Yeah.
But Paul writes in Romans
My neck.
15,
My neck and my back.
all these things happen unto them, that is, the Old Testament people, for our learning. For our learning. Now, this particular circumstance, I think, then, God instituted because it fits so beautifully with Adam and Christ. And we'll tie this all together, hopefully, in the next few moments. All right, so he says, if his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, I love my wife, and I love my children, I will not go out free. Now stop there a minute. What does this young man have to do? Well, he's been forced with a decision, hasn't he?
So it's like this, right?
His own freedom.
There is no Book of Mormon without the Bible. There is no Bible without the Book of Mormon. There is no Quran without the Bible. There is no Bible without the Quran. They all are united in one, as one, because they all represent God, Jesus Christ, the Father and the Son, the Holy Spirit. They all represent the same thing. It's just different. But the thing about it is, and y'all can say what y'all want to say, but this is the only book that has never been rewritten. This is the only book that has only one transcription. This is the only version of this book that you can get. You can't find this rewritten in a million different times. Like the Bible has been written a few different times versus the Book of Mormon has only been written once. People can sit here and judge and say what they want to say, but the reality of the matter is the Bible has been written a few different times. The Book of Mormon has only been written the one time. There's only one version of this. There's only one version of this. This and this are the same. This is the Book of Mormon. This is just the Book of Mormon. But you look at this. This is a few different. The Book of Mormon, the doctrines, and you know what I'm saying. They've only been written once. You know what I'm saying. People can say what they want to say, but it's only been written one time. This right here, the Bible. I'm pretty sure, if you don't know what this stands for, the New International Version. So this one is basically this is the modern version of the Bible. This is the version, this is like the English language Bible, the modern language, the modern tongue. You got the King James, the New King James Version, you got this one, you got all these different versions of the Bible. They all have been written differently. They all say something different. But they all stand for the same cause. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you're going to read the Bible, you can read the Book of Mormon. If you can read the Book of Mormon, you can read the Bible. If you can read the Quran, you can read the Bible. If you can read the Bible, you can read the Quran. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all, I can't express it enough. Like, I will go to bat for this book. And like I said, I'm just now getting into this book. I'm just now learning. I'm learning this book. I'm learning, and I'm going to continue to learn this book. But I will go to bat for this book too. Like, I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to find something else to put in here and the place of this, because this ain't even, this is like a manual to something. I don't even know what this is a manual for, but this is a manual for something. But I found something to put in this place, because that was literally just like a,
and being found in fashion as a man, condescending to become a man, the very Creator God Himself, as the Scripture says in another place, a little lower than angels. And so He humbled Himself and became obedient, not just 40, 50, or 60.
like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I can listen to this on TV and I still want to get the knowledge of the Bible too. I'm still learning. like I can't express it enough. I'm still learning, and I'm still going to
Not
continue
just
to
a
learn.
quick death by execution, but his was a death that was the most awful ever contrived, I think, in the human race. The death of the cross. Crucifixion is just to be honest. You and I, in this 20th century, we can't imagine what crucifixion was like. And yet, it was that death that Jesus was
Did y'all
willing
participate in
to
the poll?
suffer and go through for only one reason, because he loved us. And that was the choice that he was given. I always like to point out, did he have to? No, he didn't have
No,
to.
we didn't.
God didn't have to redeem us. He could have just let us go, or he could have just simply removed the human race from the earth's experience.
Yes, he
and
could have.
forgot about it. But oh, he did it because he loved us. All right, now then let's go back quickly. We've got 3 or 4 minutes left. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 3 again. And so we find that Adam, even though he loved his creator, I'm sure Adam enjoyed those moments of fellowship in the cool of every day. But oh, who did he really love? This beautiful helpmate that God had given. Remember, she was a perfect woman, even as he was a perfect man. And he'd been with her long enough that he wasn't about to lose her. And so what I think, more than his open rebellion against God, I don't think Adam became viciously adamant. I don't think Adam just all of a sudden had an awful countenance that we find
As
in
Mary,
Cain a
he
little
said
later.
to the
But
woman,
I think it was just a set of
did God
circumstances
really
where
say
Adam was
you
brought
must
to
not
a
eat
place
from
of
any tree in
choosing.
the garden?
And
The
in this
woman
case, he had
said,
to choose between this
the woman
beautiful
said to the
creature,
serpent,
this
we
wife
may
that God
eat
had given
fruit
him,
from
who
the
had
trees in the garden,
already
but God did say,
sealed her
you must
condition.
not eat fruit
And
from the
rather than
tree
lose her and
that
be
is in
nailed
the
here,
middle of the garden, and you must not
knowingly
touch it,
of
or
his
you will die.
own free will
You will
and choice, chose
not
to stay
certainly
with him.
die.
And so
The
what did he
serpent
do?
said to the
He
woman,
ate.
for God
But
knows that
nevertheless,
when
it was
you
in
eat from it,
absolute
your eyes will be
violence
open,
of
and
the
you
Word of
will
God.
be like God,
And so
knowing
here
good
is the
and
beginning then
evil.
of the
When the woman saw
human
that
dilemma.
the fruit of the
And in our
tree
next
was
half hour,
good
we'll show that
for
as
food
soon
and
as
pleasing
Adam
to
ate,
the eye, and
immediately
also
the process of death began
desirably
in his physical being. The whole working of cells beginning to die faster than they are produced in the
desirable
body.
for gaining wisdom.
Now for
She
Adam, of
took
course,
some
it took
and ate it.
939 years.
She
But
also gave
nevertheless,
some
after
to her
939
husband
years, what happened?
who was with
He
her,
died.
and he
He
ate
wouldn't
it.
have had to.
Then the
But
eyes
the
of both
moment he
of
ate,
them were open,
we'll see this in
and
our
they
next half hour.
realized
Romans
that
tells
they
us
were
that
naked. So
sin
they
and death came on the
sewed
human race
fig
the
leaves
moment
together
Adam
and made
ate.
coverings for
On top of that,
themselves.
he
Then the
immediately
man and his
lost
wife
fellowship
heard the
with his
sound of the
creator.
Lord
That
God
wasn't something
as
that
he
happened
was
later.
walking
That was immediate.
in the
At
garden
the same moment, his
in the cool
soul, as we saw a
of
few
the
weeks ago,
day,
that
and
mind,
they
will,
hid
and emotion
from
part of
the
him,
Lord God
that personality part of
amongst
Adam,
the trees
immediately
of the garden.
became a
But
sin nature.
the Lord God
It
called to the
immediately
man,
took on a
where are you?
sinful,
He
rebellious
answered,
attitude against God.
I heard you
And
in
then,
the
oh, if
garden,
we could just
and
once
I
get
was
the
afraid because I
comprehension
was
of this,
naked.
that
So
we're
I hid.
not sinners
And
because
he
of what we do.
And
I
he
have
said,
such a
who
hard
told
time
you
convincing a lot of
that you
people
were
that
naked?
look, you're
Have
not
you
a
eaten
sinner
from the
because
tree
you've done
that
this
I
or because you've done
commanded
that
you
or
not to eat
because of
from?
what you haven't
The
done.
man said,
We're
the
sinners
woman
because
you
we're
put here
children of
with me, she
Adam.
gave me some
See?
fruit
And that's
from
what I
the tree,
pointed
and
out
I ate
to the
it.
mastermind
Then
a
the
couple
Lord
of 2 weeks
said
ago
to
that
the
we
woman,
were
what is
all
this you
in
have done?
Adam.
The woman said,
And
the
it's by
serpent
virtue of
deceived
Adam's
me,
sin
and I ate.
that you and I
So the
are
Lord
born
said
sinners.
to the
So let me
serpent,
forgive you
because
folks
you
for
have
those
done
who
this,
we want to invite you to visit our
cursed you are above
Let's
all
where
livestock
you'll find all
and
our
all
programs available
wild
on audio,
animals.
video, and in book form.
You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put impotent between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his knee, his heel. To the woman he said, I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children.
More health has saved my life.
Within a week, the cravings were completely gone.
It put the brakes on that I had been looking for. I can drink less and say no if it's the
The
best feeling in the
desire
world.
More health safe, science-backed, and works. I couldn't believe how easy it was.
Everything is confidential. There's no judging. We are there to help you.
More health helped me find freedom from alcohol.
More health is absolutely incredible.
Without more health, I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Text TB to 710 July 1.
My husband worked on a strip job for a number of years, got black lung. A little over 3 years
your
ago,
destiny
we started
will be for your husband,
started asking
and
for
he
my help.
will rule over you. To Adam he said, because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. The painful toil, you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and
The following is a paid program that is sponsored by Consumer
whistle
Cellular.
for you, and you
Do you like your
will
coverage?
plans start to feel
Well, what if you could get big
by the sweat of your brow.
wireless
By the sweat of your brow, you will
quality coverage?
get food until you return to the ground. Since from it you were taken from dust, you are, and to dust you will return.
You already know her as a myth-busting truth teller. She's thinking about escaping big wireless too, but not before she gets every last question answered. She's got some things to do. What's the wait for?
It's the job done. It is.
To get the truth. As a former executive advisor, let me tell you, Consumer Cellular coverage is outstanding.
How many people ever tell you that they love their wireless?
You know, it's funny because
I do. I love Consumer Cellular.
I told the sisters, I'm like, I knew I had 2 Book of Mormons, but I couldn't find the other one until today. I was looking through my stuff and I found the other one in one of my book bags. I'm telling them, like, man, I can't find my other one. I need a new one. Da 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 da. And the whole time it was in my other bag. And I'm like, that's funny.
But I need great coverage. Everybody does. So do you. So sure, Consumer Cellular might say they can save you money. Can they really? And how would the coverage be the same? I mean, up to that price does have a nice ring to it, though. But I'm not switching without a whole lot of proof. And I know just where to start. Hey there! Is it true that Consumer Cellular uses the same towers as Big Wireless? Would you mind coming on down? Give me a minute. Alright, so this is one of those fancy big wireless towers, right?
That might be a big wireless tower right there, but Consumer Cellular's on it also.
What do you mean that they're using the same tower?
Well, some of the big companies will make their money by leasing access to their network to companies like Consumer Cellular.
But I've heard that the smaller companies get deprioritized when there's high traffic and your phone is on that slower.
That might be true for some companies, but not Consumer Cellular. They get the same coverage the whole time.
So why am I paying way more for a big wireless plan? What am I getting for my money?
I have no idea.
I coached 30 years at the Division I level, 18 of that as a head basketball coach. If we put a blood pressure monitor on me every time I would get my bill from a big carrier, I was about a few decimeters from a heart attack. When you start creating different words that I have to look into a thesaurus to figure out what that means, that really bothered me. I saw the commercial, consumer cellular. I made the call. I told the guy, my wife's not convinced. I've got to convince her. Give me the sales pitch so I can go sell it to her. What was advertised on TV was the real price. It was almost 50% less. And lo and behold, I got 5% off with AARP. So then it went even lower. He's laughing, I'm laughing, we're having a good time. And I go home and I tell my wife, and she says, there's no way. If mama ain't happy, no one else is happy. She goes, I'm worried about the network. I'm worried about coverage. And I said, they have the same network that you've been using this entire time. Let's try it for 2 months. If you don't like it, then we'll go back to our big carrier. That was almost a year ago. It was quick. It was easy. Trust me. Just do it. And then find out where I'm at and write me a thank you note that you went to Consumer Cellular. And I just saved you and your family a lot of money.
Sorry to get in. I'm just really excited to cut your bell.
I'm just joking. I ain't sleep. I ain't sleep. I think I'm about to get up off this drink, though.
Just use the code SECOND free. And AARP members save even more. Call 1-800-235-1333.
I'm gonna be back on later. What time is it right now? I'll probably be back on here probably at like 8, probably like 8, 9 o'clock. So, no time is it where y'all at, but if y'all see me, if y'all turn y'all notifications on to where whenever I post anything, whenever I go live, whenever I post anything, y'all get a notification for it. So when y'all see when y'all see my notification, y'all can come hop up in this joint with me and rock out with me. But grand rising to everybody, because it's already morning. So good morning, grand rising. I don't say good morning, so grand rising.
One of the best deals around because I'm a consumer cellular person. I'm saving almost $100 a month.
I'm mahalo, I'm out. God bless everybody. LDS.
I thought, what the heck? I'll just call Consumer Cellular. That phone call reduced my bill by almost 50%.